Every second, an average of 9,500 commercial aircraft are in the sky around the world. As you can see on the live plane tracker, almost the entire world map is filled with planes like flies. But there are some places on the world map where not a single plane is visible. It seems that planes probably avoid these places, and in reality, it is. Let's find out which airspaces in the world are there that pilots do not fly in any way. And most importantly, what is the reason for doing so? Number 6. The Tibetan Plateau. There is probably no other large land area in the world that pilots avoid. The Tibetan Plateau covers an area of 2.5 million square kilometers, which is shared by a total of 9 countries. Geographically, it is a very important route for planes, which can directly connect China with Europe and the Middle East. But we can also see on the live plane tracker that planes avoid this entire area. The main reason for this is the world's highest mountain range on the plateau, which stretches from China to Nepal, Bhutan, and Afghanistan. The average height of the mountains here is 14,000 feet, and commercial aircraft usually fly at an altitude of 35,000 feet. Although planes are much higher than these mountains, in an emergency, such as a loss of cabin pressure or a sudden engine shutdown, the pilot has only 20 minutes. Yes, the pilot has only 20 minutes to lower the plane from an altitude of 35,000 feet to 10,000 feet, because the average height of the Tibetan Plateau is 14,000 feet. Not only are the mountains high, but the planes here also deal with a very strange type of turbulence. Due to the winds of these high mountains, the air rises, which can disrupt the balance of the plane. Number 5. Volcanoes. In January 2020, an underwater volcano erupted near the island of Tonga in the South Pacific Ocean. Its smoke and ash cloud was so large that it broke all the records in history. This event was also recorded on satellites, which were seen in this way. This ash cloud was recorded up to a height of 190,000 feet in the sky. An ash cloud at such a high altitude can easily damage any aircraft. The ash cloud coming out of the volcano can also break the windshield of the aircraft and damage the engine. On June 24, 1982, a flight from London to New Zealand was passing over a volcanic ash cloud. At the time, the passengers did not think about the smoke, but what happened next gave everyone a thorn in their side. The pilot smelled sulfur in the smoke, and that's when they realized that something serious was going on. The volcanic ash got into the engines, which shut down all the engines, and the plane began to lose altitude. Fortunately, during the descent from 37,000 feet to 12,000 feet, 3 of the 4 engines restarted, and the plane landed safely. But since this incident, pilots have stopped flying over the volcano.
Number 4. The craters. As scary as they may look, they can actually be much more damaging, especially to aircraft flying over them. There are about 170 asteroid impact craters on our planet, which have also been created by many mining companies. Although they are not harmful to aircraft at high altitudes, crossing them at low altitudes can be dangerous, because the deeper the crater, the hotter the surface. The hot air at the bottom of the crater rises, and the cold air outside enters the crater. This exchange of hot and cold air creates a rotating force inside the crater, which creates a pulling force,
and creates a very strange type of turbulence outside the crater. This is why pilots change their course when they see the crater. Number 3. North Korea. This is the only country whose airspace is considered the most dangerous, because here, the North Korean military can launch missiles anywhere without any announcement. Not only North Korea, they also often launch missiles into the Sea of Japan. Usually, such situations are announced long in advance, and all aircraft in that airspace are warned by contacting and communicating before launching. For this reason, commercial flights that only want to cross North Korea are now avoiding it. Number 2. The holy city of Mecca in Saudi Arabia, which is a very important place of worship for Muslims around the world. It is said that the Grand Mosque is built on the center of the earth, so no aircraft can fly over it, and no birds either. In fact, there is no practical reason behind this. The Saudi government has declared it a no-fly zone. There are 2 reasons. First, security reasons, because Mecca is always home to millions of worshippers. If something unexpected happens, there could be many casualties. The second reason is the location of Mecca. It is located in a place surrounded by mountains. If an aircraft passes over it, the engine noise is reflected and doubled, which can disturb the pilgrims. That is why there is no airport in Mecca, because if there was an airport, the planes would be at a low altitude during takeoff and landing, which could cause noise pollution. And now, number 1. Area 51. This area, spread over 7,500 square kilometers in the US state of Nevada, is a secret base of the US Air Force, known as Area 51. Area 51 has always been at the center of controversy, because people believe that the American military is researching secret weapons and UFOs here. This secret base, hidden in the mountains, is not visible from ground level, but it is easily visible from the plane. To avoid this, the authorities have declared the entire base as a no-fly zone. If any plane tries to fly over it, it will first be ordered to quickly change its route, and if the pilot does not comply, the US Air Force also has the power to shoot it down. I hope you will like and share this video of Mystery's World with love. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you again in the next wonderful video.